Hello again. Question for you. Why is there something rather than nothing? I mean, why is that? I mean, why should anything exist? And this is a question I've asked myself a lot, you know. I mean, I've really scratched my head over this one. And unfortunately, I got to be honest with you, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not self-deluded enough to think that you were sat there thinking, oh, he's going to tell us. No, you were sat there thinking, he doesn't fucking know, does he? He has no idea. Same as the rest of us. And this is where the theist really has the advantage, because they do know. They've decided that the universe couldn't bring itself about, therefore they've had to assign some kind of intelligent entity, and that entity they've given the name of God. Fair enough. Except for one small question. When you say to them, okay, but what created God? If you believe that things, something needs something to create something, some entity or whatever, who created God? And they look at you and say, what do you mean, who created God? Nothing created God. God created himself. God's self-creating and self-sustaining. That's how God kind of exists, whatever. And you say, right, good, well, that's fine. But if that's the case, tell me this. 10 minutes before God created himself, what was he doing? I mean, was he just stood there twiddling his non-existent thumbs going, do you know what, I'm fucking bored. I really should do something with this place. Maybe I should create something. Oh, tell you what, let's start with me. Zap, I mean, was that how it worked? And they say, no, it doesn't work like that. No, God, yeah, you see, God just always is and always was. He exists in another dimension, in a parallel universe, outside of space and time, and they'll tell you this with a fucking straight face, like they've freaking well been there. Oh, haven't you been there? Oh, it's just down the end of the road. Go through those big iron gates there. It's a wonderful dimension. They got everything in there. They've got ice cream that never melts. They got everything. Oh, ice cream that never melts. How do you eat that then? Oh, you can't eat it, no, because that requires a time-based movement. You see, your arm has to go up and down. That requires time, so you can't eat it. No, you just have to look at it. Oh, for how long? Shut up, stuff like this. And going off on a little tangent here, people refer to God as Almighty God and All-Powerful God and Almighty God, and not sure about the Almighty God, but supposedly he smites people and uses some energy to do that. But where does God get his power from? What powers God? Is he nuclear? Is he electrical? Is he bloody clockwork? I mean, does he have to wind himself up every morning before he leaves the office? I mean, what powers God? How does that work? Now, if you speak to like New Age people or really spiritual people, they'll say, oh, well, it's obvious. He uses universal energy. He draws it from the universe as he needs it, kind of his universal energy. Marvellous. Universal energy. Well, let me just get on Amazon, see if I can find myself a universal fucking energy meter. Well, fuck me, they don't have any. I wonder why that is. Maybe because universal energy, or even universal energy if I want to speak properly, doesn't exist. Maybe that's why. And even if it did exist, I mean, how does that help? Because what did God use to create the universe? I mean, he couldn't have used universal energy. He hadn't bloody well created it yet. You see what I mean? It's nonsense. So getting back to the original question, why is there something rather than nothing? Maybe this is a perception problem. I mean, maybe it's not how our minds see it. I mean, let's look at it like this. I mean, you can't have north without south. You can't have east without west. You can't have AC without DC. It'd look bloody strange on the album covers for a start. Maybe nothing cannot exist without something. I mean, these are opposites, surely. It's not just conceptual, is it? I mean, nothing and something, they are opposites. Maybe they can't exist without each other, if you see what I mean. Maybe the natural state of the universe prior to the Big Bang was some kind of weird mesh of something and nothing that in the process of the Big Bang all the opposites got separated out, which when normally together are cancelled out to make nothing. Okay, I'm sure I've heard something like this in a lecture somewhere. Trust me, I'm not just making this shit up. I'm sure I have. Having said that, it could be bullshit. It could be all crap. However, that's not the point. The point is this. I'm thinking. I'm trying to work shit out. I'm not just arbitrarily sitting back and assigning this stuff to some kind of God. I'm trying to seriously work something out. Don't get me wrong, if God came to me today, shook my hand and said, "Hello, I'm God," you know, and he got a fucking good story that was really well backed up, then fine. I'd say, okay, you're God, and maybe I'd accept it. I'd still be confused over the something and nothing thing. I don't think he'd be able to explain that to me, you know. But at least I'm thinking of stuff, which is something, rather than nothing. Anyway, before I start to ramble, I think I'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. This is the bit where I get out of the chair, isn't it? Fuck, I can't get out. Fade! Bloody fade! 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 Bloody... I said fade.